Hey, so welcome to Real Talk about buying a house. I've decided to do this series to kind of chronicle my and my family's journey through buying a house. I will say that I am a real estate agent in Portland, Oregon, and I do this every day for a living full time. But it's one thing to be a real estate agent. It's an absolute another thing to be the actual buyer in the transaction. And I will tell you, the emotions are high as a real estate agent, but as a buyer, you're so just, it's you. So I wanted to do this series to kind of talk a little bit about and talk through while we're going through this process together, and how I feel, and just to acknowledge the fact that I understand and I've been there and I go through it as well. So we are looking for a house that is a little bit hard to find, we'll say. So we're looking for a house with the acreage, not much, like 1, maybe 2 acres. And we're looking for a house that has a second dwelling on the premises, whether it's an ADU or a manufactured home. So it's been a journey. I'll tell you right now, it's August of 2019, and we've been looking since January. I wake up every single morning to a notification from the RMLS that says, hey, these new houses have popped up in your search. And I wake up every single morning and I look through all of them and go, will that work? Will that work? Will that work? And it's been very minimal, very, very minimal. I mean, there's a lot of options when it comes to doing what we want to do. I mean, we could build, but we don't want to do that because building takes a long time, and there's permits and all the other jazz. And it just, so we've been looking for a long time. I feel very exhausted getting up every morning and looking at these and getting excited every single morning and then just being let down because what shows up in the search just either won't work, isn't quite in our price range, isn't quite what we're looking for. And so it's been a long journey. And I will say that this morning I woke up and there was one. And I was so excited. So excited. I immediately was like, honey, you gotta look at this house. You gotta look at this house. It's beautiful. We got to go see this. And so I immediately sent a message over to one of my coworkers or another agent that works in my office and was like, hey, so I was wondering if you could take us to this house. So I will tell you, I am an Oregon realtor, but I am not a Washington realtor. And so we had to I have another lady at our office that is licensed in both states. And she's like, oh yeah, I'll totally take you guys. So she set an appointment. I'm super excited. I really hope this is the one. I think it's got everything. It has a stick-built house, and it's one of those old school farmhouses. Super excited. And then there is 2 barns, one new one, one old one. So my honey can have this man cave that he keeps talking about. He's like, I need a man cave. I need a man cave. I need a man cave. I'm like, oh my gosh, just get a man cave. And then there's space for a garden because my mother and I grew up on a hobby farm in central Minnesota, and we had a huge garden. My mom was like the most amazing gardener ever. So she needs space, and I garden with her. So we need space to have something. There's a space for chickens because I really want fresh eggs in the morning. And then there's a second residence, which is actually a manufactured home. We got 2 septic tanks, which makes life a lot easier. It's really expensive and hard to get a second septic and second dwelling onto a residence, either in Oregon or Washington. There's so many like hoops you got to jump through, especially in like rural, outside of the city boundaries. But anyways, so we found this house and I'm super duper excited. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight because we're going to go look at it tomorrow. I do have to do some work in the morning, but we'll get that done, and then we're going to jump in the car and drive over to Washington and go see this house. So I want to thank you for joining in the beginning of my journey and of our journey. And I hope that, you know, you'll realize through these few videos that just because I'm a real estate agent doesn't mean I don't go through the same things and the same emotions that everyone else does. I do. I absolutely do. And buying a house is one of the largest investments you will ever make in your lifetime. And I'm super excited to take this journey with my family. And I'm really glad and hope that you enjoy it too. So have a wonderful evening, and we will see you soon. Tomorrow we're going to go see the house, and we will get an update after that. So have a wonderful night. Talk to you later. Bye.